Hello again and welcome to our web design course. In our previous video, we started with CSS. We created a relationship between the HTML and then the CSS, and we wrote some CSS code to add some styles to our website. This was the result of the website, and this is how we left up in the previous lesson. Today, or in this lesson, we are going to create more styles for our website. Now, I'd like you to know how we create styles on our HTML element. Now, from here, you can see that I'm writing the name of the tag or the HTML element directly inside the CSS. This is because you have created a link between them. So we can just call out the body tag right inside CSS. Okay, we can also call the nav right inside the CSS. Now, what happens here is, in case we have this anchor tag right here, which we want to change its color, okay, and we also have another anchor tag somewhere else. Now, because we have, let's see, I want to change the color of the anchor tag, so I'll just come and say A, and then I'll change the color of A to maybe brown. Okay, I will see that everything here has changed to brown. All right, but in a situation that I have another anchor tag right here, so I have another A right here which says read more. All right, I have read more, so href right here. You can see that it has also affected it right here because you have just called out A. This means that all the anchor tags in our website will be affected with whatever style we apply to the A. That is because we are calling the A like that. Okay, so if we say font size 20 pixels, thinking that we need to apply it to only this one, but here we may want to maybe increase the font size to maybe 30. So when I say font size to maybe 30, you see that it has affected this one as well. Meanwhile, we want to apply it only to this one, but it has affected this. This is because we have called out the anchor tag, and whatever anchor tag we have in our website will be affected. To be on a safer side of this, we can select the element together with their parent containers. So what I mean by parent containers is that if I want to style only the anchor tags in the nav bar, I first have to call the nav, that is the nav tag or the nav element, before the A. So what I mean is this: if I want to change the colors of whatever I have on the navigation bar, I have to first call the nav, that is the parent, and then the child. All right, so the nav here becomes the parent and then the A, though my target is the anchor tag, but because they are found inside the container, which is the nav element or the nav tag, I have to call the element, the parent, first before the child. So when I go there, you can see that now it is affecting only this one and not this, because you have not called this one. Okay, I can go ahead to make my changes to maybe font size 20 pixels. I can have text decoration to none. I don't want any underline. I can have padding to 10 pixels, and let's see how they now look like. So this is how my navigation bar now looks like. Okay, I'm going to change the background of the body to white. Okay, and then the color to black. Alright, so this is what I have as my navigation bar. So these are the ways we can also select. So we have two ways we can select an element for styling, and this is the first one. We can select the element directly, or the tags. I'll be using the tags and then the element interchangeably. So if I say element, if I say tag, they're the same thing. So you can call out the name of the element directly, or you can call the name of the tag directly. That is one of them. The second part is this. We can add, the second part is that we can add attribute to the element, and then we can also style them, but that will be for the next lesson. So for now, let's concentrate on calling the element right here. So we are starting from the top, which is the nav bar. Now we are done with the body. We have set the color, background color of the body. We have set the color of the body. Now these things, I set the background to white. Already we know it's already white, so they are not needed. I'm just going to clean this and give something. So the body, I want the body, the padding of the body to be 0. The margin to be also 0. So good. I'll now come to the nav, selecting the nav, and I'll say background color to brown, and okay, let me see, this is the background color of the navigation bar. So we can change this one to white so that they can appear. So yes, so this is what I have. Okay, so in my nav I want maybe list style type. So I'll say text align to center. Okay, so I have all my elements aligned to the center. Good. I also like to set the height and leave the height at 30 pixels. Let's see how they look like. All right, let's change to 40. Okay, good. And now we'll come back to the child, that is the A, and then we can maybe increase the padding to maybe 30%, 30 pixels, sorry. And then we have this right here. No, font size, oh sorry, padding to 20. Let me see, I think something. Okay. Change this one to 30. And then we'll have some margin top of 5 pixels. So when we are done, we come to the section where we have the image and then our text, our intro text. Now you can see that they are in different divs. All right, so this is a different div, and then this one is also in a different div. So let's select the section right here, and then we want our display to be in a table form. So we say display to inline block. Okay, so that they will be inline. Let's see, they are not set inline as I'm looking at. Okay, so all right, then I will now target, they are going to display because of the width. I'll have to set the width of the div. So section div, and I'll say the width is to maybe 50%, because I want to divide the whole page into two. Okay, the width is 50%. All right, so I have 50% here, I have 50% for the image. So I'm going to create that. Let's see, I have 50% here, I have 50% here, and they should be displayed inline block. So let's see, inline block right here. Let's see, let's apply it to this. It hasn't changed, so let me call it inline C. Okay, let's see, flex. Let me see. Let me see, I have a flex. Okay, we're just adding. All right, so we have the image here, we have our intro text also at the other side, so we have been able to put them side by side. So that is the flex. We are looking at the flex, and then this, the size of the div is actually 50%. So we put 50% at the side, 50% at the other side. If you want to divide them into three, you should be 33, 33, 33. All right, and then you're going to have that. So let's have some color here, background color to maybe aquamarine color. Okay, yeah, so let's select some kind of cream color. I love that color, so I'm going to select a cream color like that. Not really as I expected, but cool, right? This is just a basic CSS. So we just write in some basic CSS for our website. Now we can increase the size of the image by the using the CSS. So I want to remove this from here, and now I want to target the image. So since I want to target the image which is inside the div, inside of a section, I'm going to go 3 levels down. That is section, div, and then image. So once I remove it, let's see how it looks like. So this is how it's now looking like. So I'll come here, come to section, come to div, and then come to img. All right, so I'll set the width to maybe 400 pixels, and then I'll set the height to auto. Okay, so this is what I have. Now I want them to be in the middle, so I can set in the divs, I can set margin, let's try with margin 40 pixels. Okay, so we can see some spaces around it now. Okay, let's change the margin to maybe 60 on the div. All right, so we see they are appearing in the middle, quite well. So yeah, my picture to maybe 300. All right, so now I'm left with the text right here, and the text is also in a div. So I'll go to 3 levels down, section, div, h1, h3, and then the p. So I'll go here. All right, come to section, div, and I want to target the h1. So font size for the h1, I want it to be 40 pixels. Let's see how it looks like. All right, this is how it looks like currently. Let me change it to 60. Quite big enough for me, so I'll change the color to white. I think it's not looking great. Let me change to brown and see. Okay, so this is what I have now. Okay, so let me go here. My name is, I want to break some, I want to break it so that I can have my name going, yeah, like this. Okay, so this is what I have now. Now I want to, there's an h3, I want to increase the size of the h3. So I'm going to go the same way. I can copy this, place it here, and now change this one to h3. So font size to maybe 30 pixels. Alright, I'm a web developer, so go to maybe professional. I'm a professional web developer. Okay, so I develop website for cool price. Let me add some content, lorem, to add more. Yeah, so, and that is the p. So I also go 3 levels down. All right, font size, so go section, you can copy div p, and you can say the font size to 20 pixels right here. All right, so this is how my website actually looks like currently. I think I can increase the size of the image to maybe 400. I think 400 pixels right here. Yes, and that is what I have here. So this is my website. Now you see here it's taking shape. Now I told you that HTML is going to take care of the paintings and everything that we're going to add. All right, and that is what we have currently. Okay, yeah, good. So this is the section. This is the section. All right, and this is how it is looking like as of now. All right, okay. Now I want to apply some effect on the links. All right, I want it to change, have some hovering styles, that when the mouse gets to it, something happens, it hovers and other things. So I can come here to this side. All right, I'm actually going to copy this one, copy and paste it right here, and then colon hover. So on hover, I want the background to change to white. So when the mouse gets to it, the background should change to white, and now you see that it is changing to white. Unfortunately that the color is also white, so we are not able to see clear. So we can now change the color. Alright, we can change the color of the text. So we can say color of the text to brown, so that as the background changes to white, the color changes to brown. Alright, this is what we have. We can add some transition. So transition to point for S is in. Alright, that is 4 milliseconds is in, and then you can see right here. You can also set the transition, the border radius, the border to 2 pixels, solid brown. So when we hover on it, there should be a line under it like this. Right, it's affecting other side. So let's see, border bottom, sorry, we want it to appear at the bottom. Border bottom. See, that kind of, at the end, good. So it's already taking shape, and we would like to let me add a button right here that says read more. So I'll say button, so read more, and then I have the button right here. So I can just go there. It is in div, I think it's in the section div button. So I just want to arrange them. Section div button, and change the background color to brown. Change the width to 200 pixels. Change the color to white. I'll change the border radius to 4 pixels. Alright, I'll change the height to 280 pixels. It's too big, right? 230. Change the border to none right here. So yeah, so this is our button. Alright, so this is what CSS is doing to our website. Now in our next video, I'm going to take my time to explain to you some important things that you should know. I will urge you, you do not need to memorize all these things. All right, they will come as and when you type them. You really don't need to memorize them. Whilst you keep typing them, you keep doing them, they become part of you. All right, become part of you. So this is our section on CSS, and I have almost lost my voice. So in our next video, we'll dive deeper into CSS. All right, so thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and let us know how you feel. All right, thank you so much for watching this video.